Hi, Ian Roberts and Mastering Composition. When I finished my book, Mastering Composition, back in 2009, in the intro, I'd written that I could have called the book Shapes, 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 because that's what you're doing. You're creating these shapes on a two-dimensional surface in order to extract the illusion of whatever it is you're trying to paint. And so this week, each week I just sort of try to create some little nugget of something to take away that can be easily assimilated. I wanted to talk about that idea. So we've been looking at my neighborhood. This week I wanted to look at the backyard. I was taking different pictures. My wife was cutting some flowers. I thought, oh my God, that's it. That's the thing to paint. I did a drawing on toned paper. The list of supplies are down below. And I did the painting block in 20 by 20. And the main thing that I want you to see is that I'm just painting shapes. Shape, shape, shape. And I actually have a 20-minute longer demo video this week that you can also find down below. You may have to click on the show more thing to find it, but it's down below. It's 20 minutes long of my doing the whole block in and then just working on the lemon tree over on the left-hand side that you'll see. And the idea being is I want you to see that just by putting in the shapes, the landscape or the illusion, whatever it is you're trying to paint, sort of appears automatically. It's not you're painting people and you're painting bushes. You're painting shapes and the illusion appears automatically. And that's the whole thing about painting shapes and not things. So I'll see you at the end. I hope you enjoy it. Bye for now. The whole point of what I'm really trying to show here is you can just kind of paint in shape by shape. You see I'm using that sort of large house painting brush. Just got a value. This isn't actually black. It's phthalo green and alizarin, which is functionally a black. But I just want this big dark shape back there. And it's just a shape. I'm getting it around the hat. I'm going in around behind the head. There's a little bit of care, obviously. You can't be sloppy. But it is just a shape. And now here's a green shape. It's dark green, but not nearly as dark as that shadow in behind. And you see I'm leaving room for the lit side of the bush. And I put in the shadow side on the grass just below that. And then this is the big shape of the grass, of the shadow on the grass. It's just the shape. And then this is the tree, which I'm going to show you, I sort of develop in the longer video. Just one simple mass, and I'll put lights and darks into that to sort of really give it form, but it's doing the job of the tree even as that simple shape. There I'm just breaking up that dark a little bit with something that says, it's a little bit light green, and this is the sunlit side of the grass. So all the shadows, I put in all the shadows now, except for the dress maybe. And now I'm just going in for a couple of the really big shapes, but again, just scrubbing them in flat as shapes. Now here you can see the hedge is a little bit more complex, but just simple shapes, slightly different green than the grass. And here's the dress, big simple shape for the shadowed side of the dress, getting it into the exact shape. Then there's the sunlit part, the light coming over the top of the studio as it happens, just the sunlit on that. The shadow side of the bouquet of flowers, quite dark, but still a lot of color in there. And then all the hands and feet and face, just a simple sort of single value. It's just a shape, legs, the face, just the head, just a shape. Then I put in the hat and then just a little bit of light here for the back where the light's hitting the dress. And, there is the block in. And that's the way it looks. And that actually already says, okay, I see what this is going to look like when it's finished. And then I go and start working on different parts. Here you can see that I'm working on the main value I've got, but then I'm pushing the darks and the lights. The paint is dry now. I put it out and let it dry for a day. So now we're pushing the lights and the darks into that to sort of articulate the shape and make it look more real. But it's still the original shape is the one that I'm working with. So you can just sort of see pushing and pulling the lights and the darks there. You'll see in the longer video how I work on this section in particular, just pulling and pushing it like that. And you can just see the different parts are getting articulated more and there, the sunlit part articulated a little bit more. So let's look at the structure of the finished painting. You can see the vertical here, and then a series of horizontals that kind of bring us to there, bringing us right into here. And everything else supports that. I mean, there's information going on in here now, little bits of lights and darks, but it's still just one shape. There's information along the edge that tells us, oh, there's light hitting leaves, but it's just one shape. And notice this dark here, that although that is just one simple shape, by making it darker here, I'm pushing the attention into the painting. So you kind of see it becomes activated rather than just being a flat shape. So as always, I hope you found that helpful and engaging. Remember, there's a 20-minute demo video down below. You may have to click on Show More to find it, but the link is down there. And please do like the video if you liked it, and please do subscribe. And do sign up on the email list so you receive it every Tuesday and you never miss one. So I will see you next Tuesday. I hope you have a great week, and bye for now.